Welcome back to Studio 5. As you shop for the perfect Christmas presents, we've got 4 gift ideas you're not going to find in any stores out there.
According to Studio 5 relationship coach Matt Townsend, the best gifts come from the heart and have the power to change not only the life of the receiver, but maybe more importantly, the life of the giver.
These are the ones that are really inexpensive and are really hard to find because they're deep inside you.
Sometimes they're really hard to give.
They're way hard to give.
It's easier to go out and buy a CD or something.
And think of that. The CD has nothing to do with you. So maybe that's why we're all giving all these gifts, is it's a gift of fake intimacy.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Well, no. Unless you live a life of fake intimacy, then your whole life's just a sham. Anyway, the whole idea of these are to give some part of you, okay? Something that you might not normally want to give, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah, these are hard to give, I have a feeling.
No, they're really cool.
Okay.
By the way, you got to give them or you're going to die, okay? So the first one is the first one is an attitude adjustment. Okay, do you remember Scrooge, A Christmas Carol, Dickens' work?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way to his past, present, future. You remember he saw all of the Christmases, past, present, and future, and he had a major shift in attitude. I have a feeling that there are some people out in viewerland who need an attitude adjustment, who have maybe had a really bad year. They're kind of ornery, they're frustrated, they're angry with life. Nobody seems to want to be around them anymore. All of this stuff is going on. We want to give the gift of an attitude shift.
So when I was a teenager and I heard every once in a while, not often, my mom say, change your attitude.
Change your attitude.
I'd get really frustrated because how do you change your attitude? And I think as you grow into adulthood, that same question applies. How do you change your view, your beliefs, and how you view everything?
Hello, ghosts.
Oh.
Ghosts of Christmas past.
Oh.
Ghosts of Christmas present and future. So one way you do it is you go back and you start actually evaluating your life. What is it that's the cause of this frustration and anger? What is it? There's usually a cause. Sometimes it's medical, sometimes you have depression, sometimes it's situational, sometimes it's because you have no money, but there's reasons that we're feeling as ornery as we are. Most of us don't choose to have a really negative life. We kind of have become that way. And if we become that way, we might need to go to our past and figure out when was I happiest, and start identifying times when we were really happy. Today, where am I the happiest? And start noticing the difference. You can also bring in counselors and friends and coaches and spiritual leaders and get all these people involved to help you get a shift in the attitude.
Can I ask you, first of all, when you were thinking about these people who had a rough year, I'm thinking of other people who need an attitude adjustment. But this is something that am I supposed to be giving the attitude adjustment?
No, they're thinking about you all the time.
And do I give you an attitude adjustment for Christmas?
There's a reason why we brought Matt Townsend here today.
Thanks for calling me.
I'm kidding.
No, but what it is really is it's really what you're going to give everybody, because nobody wants to be around you. So one of the greatest gifts you can give would be for you to change and improve something. It's your adjustment. Now, I can try to prompt you. Most of the people are trying to get everyone else to change their attitude. But this is really the only way it's going to work is when you notice what you need to change, and then you know what, I would tell everybody, or at least someone close to you, honey, I'm really trying to change and be more positive.
Let them know what you're efforting to give.
It's huge.
We always hear that time is the greatest gift to give, but you say there's a type of time you can give that makes the difference.
Yeah, you can be like, you can give someone time and be in the house with them and go shopping with them and never actually be present the entire day. So one of the things you've heard me talk a lot on the show is about attention. I want you to give your attention to somebody. And the biggest, I think, attention stealer right now is technology. So I would commit to your partner that we're going to ease off on the technology, and I'm going to make time and attention specifically for you. I'm going to give you a focused amount of time. When we go to bed, we're going to have 30 minutes of talk or cuddle. Anyway, anything that you can do to give each other some attention. And because think of it, in the end, it's that lack of attention that really is what we're not giving. We're not really giving our full self unless our full attention is involved. So my wife won't even accept it. Like if she tells me to do something, it doesn't count unless she's got my attention. Right? So attention is what matters.
Is that what she does?
Yeah. It always involves a slap of some sort. But attention is one of the greatest gifts you can give. Give it to your children. And the best way to do that is just ask yourself, right now, what are some things or areas of your life that you're missing? What is it that you didn't even remember happened, even though you sat there and watched it? Where do you know? Just ask your heart. Your heart knows where you need more attention. Which child really needs some focused attention right now? And go and make a goal this Christmas.
It's funny what you say about technology. I was with my teenage sister, spent the weekend with me, and she asked me in the car we were driving, she said, you never text me back within an hour. Like, you're not someone that you always take forever to text me back. And she was so frustrated about that. And I said, I'm not the type of person with my phone on my hip, and aren't you glad? Because I'm sitting here in the car with you in the moment. And that was so pour into her. When you think of teenagers and we're raising this generation, they're so addicted to their phones.
Plus, you're really slow.
Well, there's that.
I mean, yeah, it's like 1 letter a minute. That's
but really, I mean, people are glued to that technology.
A family trip, everyone's on their device.
Yeah.
And so so we're still on a trip, but there's no attention. Time together does not equate to attention. Attention is really what we need to be giving, right? Number 3, how about this one? A sincere apology. If you had an attitude adjustment and you're actually focusing on somebody, I believe you're going to get a little bit of a prompting for where you need to apologize for something. And you know why we do the apology? We do the apology because A, it's good for us, but it's also good for everyone else to see so that they can, I always imagine when someone gets hurt, it's like a nail they hang their junk on. And until there's an apology, that nail's not coming out. So they're hung up. So the apology is, let's think of somewhere in our family or relationships or a past partner, business, whatever, and let's go unhook them and ourselves, and let's apologize.
Does time sometimes
heal?
Yeah, and so you don't need to rip that. Is it going to aggravate if you rip and say, oh, I'm sorry for that thing that happened?
Yeah, maybe.
Or do you need to go and rip the nail out?
My best judgment is what's your heart telling you. If you just can't get over it, if you keep thinking about it, and everyone tells me they've always forgiven like their partner that they're about to divorce. I've forgiven what he did, but I'll never forget. And they always close their eye too. It's scary. But you really haven't forgiven until you've probably stated it in an attentive way and felt the peace.
You think verbally you need to say, I'm sorry.
And I don't even care if it's verbal as long as it's something. It could be written. I don't think how you do it matters half as much as your spirit is a spirit of truly I'm going to let it go.
But there has to be like an act. Something
some act,
go through and they acknowledge
if you want, you can do a collage. And anyway.
Did you just encourage people to scrapbook?
Yeah, I did. I put it in a scrapbook page and get that to your partner. And then the last one is just a new appreciation for somebody. Wouldn't it be great if we found new eyes to see the people around us, where we truly appreciated them, we loved them, and so one tool with that, every day identify somebody you want to work on to improve the appreciation, and identify 3 things you love about them a day. 3 things you're noticing that are good, that are positive, and then try to tell them more about those things. Especially with a child or somebody that's been distanced because they don't feel appreciated. Maybe it's the black sheep or the outsider of the family. This is a great gift. That's the gift that keeps giving, by the way. Because once they know they're safe and appreciated, they can start coming back. That's what your goal is.
Reciprocate.
Reciprocate.
They give you back there.
That's right.
Speaking of great gifts, you're giving everyone a nice little gift this holiday season.
Same gift we've been given. It is the best thing. A free session. A free 1-hour relationship coaching session. We sit you down, we assess you, we evaluate what's going on in your relationship, and then we give you tools. You walk away with real homework, real skills. It's really cool. Changes your life. And it's free. Another free gift. There's number 5. 5 free gifts.
It's awesome what you're doing. It really is.
Thanks,
All right,
kids.
Maddie, thanks. We'll be right back with more on Studio 5.